Ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens, boys and girls, I'm Carbonor. Welcome to my channel. I hope all is warm and well in your world today. Things are not so bad here. Not so bad here. Do, 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 do. We're getting the thumbnail and whatnot. And there it goes. Saving. It's saving. Do, 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 do. Okay. Now we activate the phone. So I keep up with chat. And we are good to go. And as you see, well, by the thumbnail, of course, if you're already watching the video, you can't see the thumbnail, at least at this moment. You can later. Brr, brr, brr. Okay. Yeah, so I'll show you here. Bam! Ah, fuck you. Bam! Freyna got a new outfit. What do you think? I kind of dig it. I kind of get it. I kind of dig it. I think it ended up looking well. And how convenient that the bare leg is the one that is the most obvious. Accentuated, perhaps? Even, you could say, maybe? And of course, as well, sorry about yesterday. I've been doing some stuff. Let me show you what I've been doing. I got another. I've been carrying this around, just passing it around as I do stuff with people, so it can absorb some experience. And we're at 40 now, so I need to do this. Right, y'all. And then, what was it I was going to add? Was it you? I believe it was you. Bam! Save changes, you bet. Because, obviously, been trying to upgrade it and whatnot. And we're doing pretty good. As, I gave it both of these. Because I decided that one of them is, ice and one of them is fire. Because again, she, in my head canon, Daya is the protege of Blair and Viessa. Fire and ice. So, fire and ice. That's just the way it works for me. So I don't know what you think about it. I'm not all that concerned. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. No offense. Let's look at our outfits. Of course, Serp was paid me way more. Hold on. Uh, Way more than he had to for the he wanted a few Serena modules, and I sold him 5 in the trade thing, and it was pretty dumb of me because I didn't notice it. It said 1.5 million gold was the first thing I noticed, and there was something above it, and I just assumed it was copper, because that's copper and gold usually go hand in hand like that. So I didn't even notice it. And he tells me a little bit later that he'd given me some caliber, which is the in-game currency that you have to buy with money. And I was like, wait, what? I didn't notice that. And he gave me 2,000 caliber. I was like, dude, you didn't have to do that. And I bought a couple things. I still got 230 of it. But this is one of the things that I bought, was this new outfit for her that I really dig the way it turned out. I like it a lot. Of course, I had to open up an additional slot for her, obviously. So now here's her outfits all together. Just so you can see. Bam, bam. I really like this one. Let's see. What else did we do? So we got this one. Sorry, I'm answering messages. Which I really like this one. It's just, I don't know. It's almost like nostalgic. Like I said the other day, and Serp said, I don't think anybody's gonna know who Buck Rogers is. It's very Buck Rogers. It's very Buck Rogers. If you don't know Buck Rogers, you should know Buck Rogers. But so that means her outfits are this one. I used the mask that comes with this one on her armored form. I thought it looked better with this outfit anyway. And we got the maid, of course. And the I don't what would you call that? Combat ready schoolgirl? I don't know. I had the other schoolgirl in place of this one, but it was very schoolgirl. This one at least has like, battle packs, and like she could maybe go into combat with it. But when I get something else, this will be the first one to go. Probably. One of these two. I don't know which one. But my goal is basically eventually to get these two replaced. I like them, but they're not, I'd rather have stuff like this. Or this. That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong you know, if you want to play with your characters in French maid outfits or bikinis, I don't. That's up to you. I don't care. It's just not. It's just not what I'm looking for. I want the futuristic sci-fi, cyberpunky, sexy type shit. That's just me. Let's see. Yeah, I still have to color her maid outfit. I forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. What else did I get? Um, yes, her. I got the slot for her. So of course we have this that I don't know if I've ever showed off what I did with her riding uniform. It's pretty much what everybody's done with her riding. Everybody seems to put her in black and red. Every fucking body seems to put her in black and red. When I see somebody that has any kind of different color scheme, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But everybody seems to stick with black and red. So I'm sorry that I'm not innovative as far as that goes. And then this is what I did with this one. It didn't end up looking too bad. I kind of like it. Like, I mean, it's not bad. I just wish it had fucking shoes. That's all. I just wish it had shoes. But it don't. Wait, was that it? Was that all I did? Uh, must have been. Must have been. Must have been. But yeah, that's what it did. And of course, I had to get paints. I had to buy paints to, for her other outfit and for her outfit. And I had to get a couple slots for the new outfits. So that's what I did with my generous donation. Generous, generous, generous donation from Serp. It was greatly appreciated. Because I'm happy. I'm happy with how they turned out. Oh, no, you go back. I like my people. And then you'll see the normal versions where I store, well, obviously the dudes have their uniforms, but where I store the special outfits like Bayonetta and A2. I would love to give this outfit to somebody. It's that fucking burnt leg. God damn, I wish they had let us fucking change that color of that fucking burnt leg. It pisses me off so much. I know it's part of the character's look, but if I can paint everything else, why can't I paint that goddamn leg? Hold on. Okay. Okay. Now I need to switch to Dia. Wait. Yeah. And we'll go mess with her sword. And apparently something's done. That's probably a crystal. I would bet that's a crystal. What's that outfit? Oh, that's hers. Okay. That's her. Is that a girl outfit, I think? Maybe. Corrupted Samus. I think I've seen a video. It was something along those lines.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?
Hesitant spreader. Well, at least he feels bad about it, you know? At least he feels bad about it.
Hi there. What can I help you with?
Probably, I don't know. Can I get a burger and some fries? Can you do that? Oh, no. No. You just do modules. My bad. So, let's do this one. Yeah. All right. And then we're going to add some of this. All right. I should have made those swords a little more powerful, I think. Yeah, it did. Not much, but a little. I suppose this would be better to add these two, wouldn't it? As opposed to these two. Wouldn't it? I think it would. But I don't have enough points to switch them right yet. So, I think it would be better. Okay. That's the future plan. All right. All right. What should we do now? Guess we'll just start with the shit. As you can see, I've already done the void vessel. Already did that. Did I mention? Oh, and I got another unique ability upgrade on this. Yes, and I have enough pieces to make another one, but I need that a bunch of like 126 more of those. Those are a pain in the ass. Those are a pain in the ass. I'm just gonna say. Did I mention those are a pain in the ass to get? And that I think is it. I think that's all I've done. So, let's switch. We're gonna go do some shit with Freyna. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna load her up this sword. just so you can carry it around and let it build up the experience, like I said. Okay. And now we will go. We'll do the Sigmas. We'll do some Sigmas. Oh my god, excuse me. Excuse me again. Oh my god. Yeah, I dig the new outfit. I dig it.
Descendant,
Looks good on her.
confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution. Large-scale Vulgus transfer confirmed. Descendant, stop the enemy troop deployment.
How you even see me? Yeah, you can't run from my poison, bitch. Think you're gonna sidestep it or something? No. Hey, there's some more. Look, more frozen ball guys. When you kill enough, they stop reproducing on this particular little challenge, you know, when you have to collect these codes here. They eventually start spitting them out. Or stop spitting them out. Just like, here, look, here. There's like 100 of these fucking things.
Shaping charge drop complete. Begin the void energy purification operation. Prime the detonator with your Arctic. Then activate the remote detonation device.
What? Did you say something? I couldn't hear you over the sound of my gun. Oh, fucking hell. Threaded the needle. I have to blow some shit. Hold on. Really? Son of a bitch.
to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Yeah. We'll just jump immediately to that one.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendant. The specialized Vulgus aircraft has stopped resupply. It's defensive. Shoot it down.
Pretty effective. Pretty effective, I would say. You guys dead yet? You are now. Told you. Oh, you're still alive. Not anymore.
I see a gap in the enemy's air defenses. We can provide air support.
Damn it. He spread it. Did you see that? He spread it.
Hound actual to HQ.
When he flew, he left a
Mission
trail.
complete. Requesting transport support.
That's cool. $22. It didn't go up very fast at all. At all. Alright. No. So we've done those, so we just need to do these now. And a bunch of that. Oh, excuse me. But at this exact moment, yep, it's time for a wall crasher. Time for a wall crasher. It's just gonna be lost and found. Oh no, it wasn't just lost and found. Mostly lost and found, not entirely lost and found.
I'm Eckert from Data Intelligence.
I know who you are.
How can I help you?
Give me my stuff. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. Give me that one. We'll just go ahead and accept that one again. Maybe I can get another part. I've done the money that thing already. Oh yeah. I remember. What I was doing. Okay. Axion. Here we come. Maybe there'll be some astral meteors. Maybe there'll be some meteors to deal with. There are not. I got 6 minutes. That's not a lot of time to defeat this bitch.
Descendant, I've picked up a mutant material formation signal in the sky.
Why do you always gotta wait till I'm doing something else, Amelia? Not now. Yo, bitch. Fuck your little droids. You fucking cunt. Run from this bitch. Yeah, who's gonna rescue me? There's nobody out here, man. Fuck off, Theris. It's my kill, motherfucker. My kill, bitch. Yeah, I can't make it in 3 minutes. I've only got 3 minutes. That's not enough time. Not enough time. So let's turn that off, or it's going to bother me. Three minutes is not enough time. Minutes. Do 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 do. Waiting on the wall crasher. I received a support request. No. Is the answer to that. No. Laxon! Not good. We won! Oh, that's not a bad outfit. I don't know. I think there's a little too much gold on the bottom, in my opinion. What are our teeth ones? I guess we'll go do that over there real quick.
Descendant, Volga's comms traffic is increasing at your location. It
Shit,
looks like
wrong way.
Legion of Breach troops have been deployed.
So, there is some drama going on in the world of video games right now, and it pertains specifically to one of my favorite game franchises. That'd be the WWE games. Apparently, 2K has lost their goddamn mind and think that charging, which is essentially what it would be. It's like $700 fucking dollars once everything is unlocked. They got a battle pass for a goddamn wrestling game. A battle pass for a fucking wrestling game. Essentially, they put every possible thing behind a paywall that they could fucking possibly put behind a fucking paywall and still have a game that they sold for $150 fucking dollars. So after you pay for the most expensive edition of the game, which is like $150 fucking dollars, you then have to pay an additional $550 to unlock everything, including the DLCs. Now you can grind for like days, literal fucking days, to unlock some of the stuff in the battle pass. And when I say days, I'm not kidding about days. Or you could pay, I think it's what, over $10 a pop for the DLCs. No. It's $10 to skip the tiers in the battle pass. The DLCs will be more expensive than that. Yeah, that's what it is. And it sucks for somebody like me who's, you know, a major part of their channel is, is using that fucking game for my, original character universes. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna upgrade at any rate. I was gonna upgrade and am going to upgrade the men's division with the 2K24, and the Female Celebrity Federation with the 2K24. So, and I was debating, of course, obviously, I'm gonna not, not to use this as a negative fucking thing, but I'm going to milk them for all I can, apparently, because now I'm gonna have to wait for 2K27 and hope that 2K27, and hope that the company learns after they don't make the amount of money that they thought they were going to make by monetizing every fucking thing. Here's another thing that they did. Okay, what you can do, what people were doing to get through it in a fraction of time, the battle pass thing, because you can grind it out or you can pay. What they were doing to get through the battle pass tiers as quick as possible is they were, adjusting the sliders in the, for how strong the AI is in the game, turning their shit down, turning the player shit up, and then just going against Eric Bischoff and, because he's like the weakest character in the game because he's a fucking manager, he's not a wrestler. And making him submit in like 30 seconds, in less than a minute, right? Well, the devs of the game realized that's what they were doing. That's what people were doing, which was bypassing the potential money that they were going to be getting for that fucking bullshit battle pass. So they patched that. So you can't exploit the game anymore. So you have any match that goes under a minute now, you're going to get a fraction of the experience for. And the game is consistently broken, and year after year after year, it's a buggy fucking mess 9 times out of 10. They can't ever fix that shit. But the minute something is costing them a couple dollars, by God, patch that shit immediately. They cannot bypass the entire purpose of us putting this battle pass in there was to force them to give us more money. And they found a way around it, so we gotta fix that. Yeah. EA as a company needs to just be burnt to the ground. Just burn it to the ground. The whole fucking thing, because apparently this is their practice in every game that they play, is to just rob you fucking blind. Somebody needs to do a lawsuit against them. Bottom line. Somebody needs to do a lawsuit against them. And then the whole gaming industry needs to have, like, I don't know, needs to have a lot of laws in place to get rid of this predatory fucking practice that they're all going to now. You know, the fact that they give us a broken fucking game, and this is not just the wrestling game. This is every fucking game. They sell it to you for full price, and it's broken as shit, and then they patch it in the process. When the fuck did the gamers become free fucking testers for the goddamn gaming companies? When did that happen? Because I don't remember signing any kind of contract saying that I was okay with that, or that I was accepting the position as a play tester for the game that they just made me pay them a shitload of money for, so that then I could tell them how it was broken, so that they could release, 10, 15, 20 fucking patches, or until they just get bored of it and be like, yeah, this isn't, we're moving on to the next game now, so the broken shit that you've got now is just what you've got. It's, god damn, god fucking damn. These people are inept, they're unqualified to be in the positions that they're in. And here's another thing. Why do you need a new sports game? Why like football, baseball, soccer, tennis, golf? Why do you need a new one every year? Why? Why? Well, it's a different season of football, and there's different players, and some they got new guys. Fuck you. Fuck you. But yeah, that was particularly interesting to me because of how tied I am to that fucking game series. Due to the fact that I've been playing them for 25 fucking years. I'm not getting 26. It's not gonna happen. Now, I'll probably get 25 because it's probably half price now that 26 is out, and people are saying it's not horrible. And there's still elements of it that are fucking horrible. There's shit behind paywalls. There's fucking new pieces of clothing and hairstyles and attire and shit like that they've also put behind paywalls. That it's just like, okay, fine. But they went above and beyond for 2K26. They I think they may have shit the bed. Because they're getting a shitload of fucking refunds. The fucking devs of the game are going online and talking shit to the players. It's like, oh my god. See, the company, the last company that had it went the fuck under because of 2K20. They fucked it up so bad that it fell back into these people's hand. It did for 2K22. I don't know if it went further than that because there was no 2K21. That's how bad 2K20 sucked. That there was no 21. They went 2 years before they made a new one, and 2K22 was really good. It's really fucking good. That's 2K22 is actually the one that I have my men's division currently on. And it's a solid fucking game. And 2K24 is fucking awesome. I love it. That's the one that I've got the women, the federation, they're the female division of Wicked Wednesday Night. It's really good too. There's only a couple of little things, and really the only thing that I've noticed that's like really noticeable as a bug is that if you've got two players with the same kind of hair during the in the same match, during the entrances, each one will have the same color. Like if you've got the same hair, but on this person it's blonde and on this one it's black, then both of them will be either blonde or black, I think, depending on which one enters first. That's the only, and you probably noticed that a couple of times if you've paid attention to those. But that's really it. Other than that, it's a solid fucking game. I'm hoping 2K25 is good. Now there's things about 2K26 that I was really fucking wanting. They have a better, for the first time in like God knows how many years, they have a fucking really good character creator, because you don't just pick, like, you know, it has been that you pick like one body shape and you can't alter it. Like you can't like have a muscular guy but give him a bit of a bear belly or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You're stuck to, I mean, and they have there's a lot of different body styles, both for men and women. You know, skinny to muscular, but to fucking wiry, you know what I'm saying? So there's all kinds of things. But the way that they used to have it many years ago was that you could pick those and then you could modify them, you could scale them, you could mix and match, you know, which was fucking awesome, because, you know, you want to have some freedom, especially when you're making original characters, you know, especially when you're making females. You're like, okay, I want this girl to be thin and have big tits. Okay, now I want this one to be a little more athletic but still have big tits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yes, it's important. It's important. Not every girl has to have big tits, but some girls have big tits. You know, I can't help reality. That's the way it is. But now, knowing that I'm gonna have to spend, because all that they have moves and custom, you know, and create a character stuff that is locked behind the paywall and the DLCs. You know what I'm saying? So if I want to have all those options available to me, and it might be, I don't know what moves it is. I don't know what move sets it is. It could be something that's pretty important to one of my prominent original characters. You know what I'm saying? So in order to do that, I'm going to have to spend $700 fucking dollars. And it's not just that. I'm going to have to do it twice. You want to know why I'm going to have to do it twice? I will tell you why I'm going to have to do it twice. Because after 25 goddamn years, they still will not give you more than 100 original characters. In 25 years, it has not grown beyond 100. In 25 fucking years. And I know I'm not the only person who has complained about that endlessly. 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 So, in order, what I've done, as you've seen, is I upgraded, when I upgraded Wicked, I went from 50 females and 50 males on one game save, right? One game. And then when I moved up to 2K24 for the women, I made it 100 females so I could have a full roster of 100 characters of my own. And I'm going to do the same thing with the men, right? So now to do that, you see, I'll have to, and I do that with my different accounts. You know, I've got more than one account. Plus, with 2K24 and I think with 25, you can buy the physical copy and have the digital copy, and that gives you with two accounts. That gives you 4 versions. You know what I'm saying? So I've got one digital on one account, one digital on another account, and then one physical on one account and another physical on the other account. So you can have 4 different federations, 4 different types of groups of, you know, characters and shit. So that's $700 a piece I would have to spend. But I wouldn't have to, actually, because there's no physical copy for 2K26. Plus, and you have to be online constantly for a single player game. For a single player game, you have to be online constantly. In order to upgrade your battle pass, you have to be online constantly. So if you do any grinding and you're not online, it doesn't count. You just grinded for no reason. So my next objective here soon will be to buy a physical copy of 2K25 and to download the digital copy of 2K25. And then after the upgrades for the men's and the women's and the female celebrity have run its course, I will upgrade to 2K25, and hopefully that will not be for a couple of years, and maybe this debacle will have settled. Maybe the backlash will be intense enough that on 2K27 they're like, okay, we're not doing that again, or if they're doing it again, we're not going to patch an exploit to let the fucking player do it quicker. For fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's just blatantly trying to bleed you fucking dry. There is no other way to explain any of it other than we are deliberately sticking our cock straight up the consumer's fucking ass and saying, fuck you, dude. Give us money. God damn, I hate that shit. Fucking hate that shit. We've let shit go too far. As people, as citizens, as quote unquote consumers, we've let shit go too far. We've let shit go way too far. We have let them get away with way too much for way too fucking long. Way too fucking long. Remember the Boston Tea Party? Yeah, we need some reenactments of that kind of shit. Just storm fucking EA headquarters and rip their servers out and just start tossing them into the fucking harbor and saying, fuck you, EA. Now you can start over from scratch. And they'll do it right this time, or we'll march the fuck in here and take all your shit and throw it in the fucking river again. That's what we should do as consumers to more stuff, to more companies, and to more corporations. We should just be like, we're not putting up with this shit anymore, and here's how we're gonna tell you that. I'm not calling for, I mean, you know. You can only bleed people dry for so long before they mutiny. And I think we're well past time where we should have mutinied long fucking time ago. Long fucking time ago. These just fucking, I mean, oh god damn it. Take YouTube, for example. YouTube, for example. How do you get in contact with YouTube? Not through YouTube. You do it on X. You tweet them on X and hope to God that they see you and notice you and respond to you. Because it's all AI. You have to remember that too. Everything that they have, you don't. There's probably like a handful of fucking people in charge of YouTube. Now, thankfully, I've not had to. Just knowing what it's going to be like if I ever should have to is infuriating already. I ain't even had to do it, and I'm already pissed about it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations. Now, once you get fucking monetized and you get up there like 100,000 and you get your plaques and shit, they assign somebody to you, and it's like your handler through YouTube, because then you're actually making them, you know, a substantive amount of money. So I guess they feel that they should have, you know, somebody to try to encourage you to do this or that. They're gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. We need you to do. Can you push short? Can you? And I'll be like, go fuck yourself. I'll make what I want to make. Thank you for your time. Go fuck yourself. Because as people are like, you probably wouldn't say that. You don't know me. I probably would say that. I modeled my life and who I am as a person inadvertently. I didn't know it was happening at the time. But if you've ever seen the movie Airheads with Brendan Fraser and Adam Sandler, there's a shitload of people in it. It's a fucking hilarious movie. Brendan Fraser's character in that is who I pretty much modeled my persona on. And again, you would have to see the movie. You have to. I can't recommend it enough. Not just to, you know, to be like, oh, if you really want to know, you know, basically who I modeled my life after. And I didn't realize it for many, many years later when I was just kind of looking in the mirror one day and I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. I just became him. But yeah, it is so funny. It's about these dipshits that have a hairband, right? It takes place in the early 90s. And it's, you know, these typical wannabe rock stars who have shit jobs and the whole 9 yards. And they can't get anybody to listen to their demo. They can't get any company to listen to the demo. They can't get anybody to give them a chance or a shot at all. So they decide they're going to break into a radio station to kind of, you know, be like, hey, play our demo. And it ends up being that they take the place hostage with water guns. They, you know, everybody in the radio station, they end up taking hostage with water guns. And it's just hilarious from that point on. It's such a fantastic movie. So funny. So funny. But yeah, that's at one point, you know, during the negotiations with the I can never remember what that title is. What is it the negotiator? I guess it is the negotiator. You know, gets a band to, or gets a record company, and I you know, to sign to offer them a contract so that they can end the hostage situation, right? And I won't explain it all. I'll be vague here. But Brendan Fraser's character realizes what's up and wipes his ass with the contract. And so yeah, I kind of modeled my persona somewhat after his character in that movie. To my to my detriment at times. But would I tell somebody? Would I tell YouTube? I'll make what I want to make. Go fuck yourself. Yes, absolutely, 100,000 fucking percent. Would I say that? Because I'm not one of these people out there who's going to play their fucking games, who's going to use the coded language because YouTube doesn't like words like rape and drugs and porn and pedophile. They don't like those words. I don't give a fuck if you like those words, because those are words that exist in the English language that humans have been speaking for many years. And not once did saying the word suicide magically make somebody kill themselves. Not fucking once has that ever fucking happened. That just knowing that the word suicide exists and hearing it uttered from somebody's mouth, oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself. No. Don't be fucking stupid. Don't be fucking stupid. If anything, hiding that word makes it fucking worse. Because then it makes you feel like you are an outcast and you're the only motherfucker that's ever had those kind of thoughts. And oh my God, am I a freak? Which only adds to your fucking anxiety. But no, that's what happens when you try to protect people from the fucking truth. Sorry. I'm having one of my moments, it seems. I'm having one of my moments, it seems. But yeah, it pisses me off because one of my favorite game series is trying to fucking that I've been faithful to. I don't have every one of the WWE games every year, but it's probably 10 in like 25. Yeah, oh, well, probably, it's getting close to 30 fucking years. There's probably maybe 10 titles in all that time that I don't have. 10. And that's probably being, a little cautious and over. It's probably less than that. Because I love games that let me create my own universe and let me do my own thing in them. And there's a whole community of people who play those WWE games that never play the WWE games. They immediately, as soon as they get it, go in and start building their characters and their fucking universes, and that's what they play. There's a whole shitload of people like me out there that do this. And I've said it before, and they've always hated that. Because we're not really consuming their product, we're using their product to make something of our own, and they don't like that. And now they're going to charge you for it. And take away the fucking ways that you can do it quicker. So, oh my God. Oh my God. That's one of the things I like about this game. You know, the devs genuinely seem to listen to people and listen to the players, you know? They genuinely try to do the things that you ask them to do. I mean, you know, they can't do everything. They can't completely reshape the whole fucking game and the foundations of it and shit like that for people who are wanting, you know, that kind of thing. But they listen, you know, when people are like, hey, we don't like that this character is too powerful, or this is this, or this is that. They try to fix it. They try to rebalance stuff so that, you know, people's favorite characters are still potent enough that it's not embarrassing to take them through a mission with people. You know, you're like, oh, okay, but you guys are gonna have to carry me. Good morning, Rick. He says you're gonna have a heart attack, Mr. C. It's like I was saying, you know, Rick. It's like I was saying. If you asked me what my favorite video game is, I couldn't tell you. But if you ask me what my favorite video game series is, it would absolutely be the wrestling games, because I put so much time and creative energy into them.
Watch your feet.
You know, and now they are literally wanting to just bend me over and fuck me up the ass. And it drives me insane. Because it's unnecessary. It's so fucking unnecessary. These goddamn fucking gaming companies more than anything else. Dude. Oh. Yeah, the battle pass thing. Yeah. All together to have all the characters unlocked and all the moves and all the creative, you know, wrestler stuff, all that stuff unlocked. It takes, you know, like, I think it's over like half a month or maybe more if I'm doing the math right from the last video that I just watched before I started this stream, which is probably why the rage is fresh in my mind. And that's like in-game time. That's not like your time and you go and play 2 hours here and 2 hours there. It's literally a fucking half a month or more worth of time that you have to grind to get all this shit unlocked. Or $700 fucking dollars. That's including the price of the most expensive edition of the game, which is like $150 fucking dollars. I don't understand how those kind of practices are fucking legal. Paying $700 for any fucking video game. I mean, unless it's something that you've played for years, like Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? I've played Fortnite for growing on 6 years now, right? And I've got it, and they've done bullshit too. But for, you know, for close to 6 years now, I've got a lot of skins that I've bought. So I'm sure I've spent a couple $100 on that game. I have no doubt, probably more, because I had Battle Pass in it for like several months at one time. So it's probably around $300 that I've put into Fortnite in 6 years, right? Here and there, and all that shit. That's not unreasonable for something that's not. It's not just a game that you're going to play for 12 hours like a Resident Evil, and you end up, you know, spending $300 on that, and it's only like a 12-hour game. You know what I'm saying? That's a different situation, because when you have a game like this, or Fortnite, or fucking World of Warcraft, or, you know, a game like that, it becomes more like a hobby than it does just a game that you're playing. It becomes something that you do when you're not playing a game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I just played Resident Evil. Okay, oh shit, let me go jump on World of Warcraft and get some of my challenges done real quick, you know, and see if any of my group's on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a totally different thing. In my mind, it's always been. And I'm not just trying to justify spending money on a game. It's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could consider it like playing this game and buying skins for this game is equivalent to buying like a Warhammer set. You know what I'm saying? And buying the Warhammer books and collecting that stuff. It's very similar in my mind to that, as opposed to just a 12-hour fucking game that has a story and you go through and it's got good gameplay. It's a different kind of situation in my mind. But on top of that, that game, that's I want that outfit. What Colossi does that outfit come with? Because that's the fucking one that I want. Right there. But at any rate, you can always distract an enraged man with tits. Women know that secret. They've known it for years. Since the dawn of time, they've realized that if you've got a pissed off man, just show them your tits and they'll be fine. Stormhanger? Okay, I'll be looking for that one. But Fortnite, for one, is free to play. This game is free to play. So you don't have to spend that money. I do have Ultimate Luna. I've got her. So you don't have to spend that money on this or on Fortnite, and you can play it just the same and have as much fun. You know what I'm saying? But if it's and you don't have that initial $70 to $80 put into it, and then all this money on top of it. Plus, the stuff is all cosmetic. It doesn't affect your gameplay at all. In this game or Fortnite or Fall Guys, it doesn't affect it. You're just buying stuff that's nice to look at. You know what I'm saying? But with a game like fucking the WWE 2K26, there's essential shit that you might need in there. You know, I mean, I'd like to have this character's moves. Okay. I'd like to have that character. I'd like to have that character. I'd like to have their entrance. I'd like to have, who doesn't want The Undertaker? Who doesn't want all these characters that make it a complete game? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want the fucking, I don't like being lied to, and I don't like being ripped off. And EA is kind of doing both of those at they're ripping you off, and now they're lying to cover up the fact that they're ripping you off. But Fortnite, I was saying. Rick says your Freyna didn't finish her outfit. It's a style choice. But Fortnite has done something similar. They say they haven't increased the price of the V-Bucks. The V-Bucks are the in-game currency. They say they haven't increased the price of it. And technically they are correct. They haven't increased the price. They've decreased the amount of V-Bucks that you get for that price by 20%. 20%. Now, they've not lowered the value of the skins. The skins were going to cost the same as they ever did. That's true. It's not symmetrical, Rick says. It's not symmetrical. That is true. But she's not really a symmetrical gal. She's wild. So technically they haven't. But in actuality, they have. And they say it's because running the game is getting more expensive. Yeah, okay. Like it costs a lot to create V-Bucks. somebody sends you a fucking credit card amount, you know, and you send them, you just type in 1000 V-Bucks, and that is what it takes to create the virtual currency of the Fortnite game. And another thing, why the fuck are digital games the same price as a physical copy? What? Why? Why? There's no box. There's no cover art. There's no plastic shell. There's no little fucking leaflet with a fucking commercial for, or an ad for some other game or some other bullshit in it. Nobody had to fucking stand on a fucking assembly line and put that shit together and seal it and put it in the box and make sure it's all nice and neat and put it in the truck and the truck ship it anywhere. You just click a button and it goes to somebody. Fucking just angry. Just angry today. Yeah, they're the same price. Rick says, they're the same price? Yep, they're the same price. Yep. A digital copy or a physical copy of a video game costs exactly the same. Because there's some kind of deal with their partners and who they have contracts, you know, to sell their games that they can't undercut, like Walmart or fucking GameStop or someplace like that. So legally or I don't know if it's legally, I don't know. It must be legally, or otherwise they wouldn't do that because it's still money. But yeah, it's some kind of thing that they can't undercut the stores, the brick and mortar stores that sell their shit. Because, you know, if you could buy Resident Evil for $30 online, then you're not going to go pay $70 for a physical copy. Yes, so angry. I have nobody. You know, I mean, I could scream all this into an empty room. But at least, you've mentioned that before. Rick says I don't play other games. Yeah, you've mentioned that before. I'm a gamer. I wouldn't call myself a casual gamer, because I'm not a casual gamer. I have cycles where sometimes I don't play, but I'm not a casual gamer. I'm a fucking gamer. I'll play just about anything. I like to think that I'm fairly good at most of them that I do play. Oh, I don't have my swords. I should have had my swords on, so I could be increasing their experience while I'm going. Oops. But like I was saying, at least with video, I'm at least joining the chorus of people that are pissed off about what they've done. You know what I'm saying? So if, you know, you hashtag shit, at least I'm adding to the number of people who are furious right now. They're not gonna fix it. They're not smart enough to do that. They're never smart enough to do that. And it's gonna hurt the sales of the game. There's no question about it. You're gonna have your diehard fucking shills out there and your whales that don't mind. Vote with your wallet, Rick says. Exactly. That are gonna pay the price of it, that are gonna be like, fuck you poor bitches, you know, and shit like that. But I think it's gonna hurt them in the end. I mean, it's if you look up a video for 2K26 on YouTube right now, it's gonna be people complaining. I don't think you're gonna find many glowing reviews of the game right now, and that's gonna hurt them. It's got a score of like 2.3, I think, on Metacritic. Is that what it is? It's not doing well. And with the devs doubling down and talking shit on Twitter about it, it's like that. Have y'all not been paying attention? Have y'all not been paying attention? We are in charge. Do you not understand this? We are in charge. We don't have to buy your bullshit. And when we choose not to, you lose money. Have you not figured that out yet? Is that not gotten through to your fucking brains? You don't tell us what to do. We tell you. That's the way this works. You are not guaranteed our money just because you came out with this year's fucking WWE game. You're not. It's not guaranteed to be successful, no matter what the fuck you do. If we choose not to buy it, you're fucked. Have y'all not learned this in the last dozen fucking years? Have gamers not taught you motherfuckers enough lessons yet? They don't understand that. They don't. You're right, Rick. And it is sad because, like I said, there's a lot of things about 2K26 that are really awesome. There's a lot of innovations. There's ragdoll physics now. There's lots of shit in it that it's just like, wow, I would really like to have that game, but I will be goddamned if I'm going to get fucked like that. It's not going to happen. And if I buy that game, I'm saying it's okay to do this to me. And it's not. It's not. But, you know, when they made 2K20, yeah, Rick says, I heard you liking the change of the body shape. Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, that is pivotal because, you know, the designs, like I said, there's a shitload of body types that they had, both for men and women, but they were still. Sometimes you would have somebody that you're like, yeah, I want that chest on this dude. I want him to have a barrel chest, but I want him to have bigger arm muscles. You know what I'm saying? And the body model doesn't have that. You know? Or you want a girl to have, you know, nice tits and a nice ass. Well, you can't have both. You can have nice tits and a flat ass, or you can have a nice ass and no tits. But that's it. That's your choice. You know what I'm saying? And it's so the idea that you can do that, you can scale them, the different parts, which is something that they should have had in the game fucking years ago. And they used to have it a long time ago. Long time ago, they had it. Back on like the PlayStation 3, I think it was. They had that shit. And then for some reason, they just went to the set body shapes and were just like, yeah, that's good enough. I think they've always been resentful that they have to make so much of the game dedicated to the creator wrestler system because, you know, I would say at least half of the fan base, if not more so, that's what they like about it the most. About the entire series the most is the creator wrestler. And I'm sure that as the game has gone from, you know, company to company, from this developer team to that developer team, I'm sure they've been like, why do we need to do this? And it's be like, it's a massive selling point of the game. We have to. I'm sure they've been resentful of it. But you know, sorry. Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you make them separate? Why don't you make them separate? If it's such an issue for you fuckers. And let's see which one sells better. I would be interested to see that. Yeah, Rick says, because the one they want you to play, no one will buy. Yep, that's it. That's it. It just sucks, you know? You want to give people their money for their product, and they're not satisfied, you know? Okay, you could give me more, though. It's like, yeah, but why? Yeah, but just go ahead and empty out your wallet entirely. Just go ahead and do that. Rick says, not gonna lie, it sounds fun to make your dream character and go in the ring to fight. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm in my men's division. One of the characters is me. You know, because you can upload faces, so you can take a picture of your face, upload it, and bam, you're in the game. That's fucking awesome. That's where all my original characters, I upload, I fucking cut, paste, Photoshop, and make my own faces for all my original characters. And for the female celebrities, because you'd be amazed how hard it is to find a picture of somebody, anybody, that has even natural light and is looking on them straight ahead. That doesn't have hair in their... Yeah, his name is Carbonor. Just like me. And surprisingly, he's not champion all the time. I rarely ever even give him any championships. Most of the time, I just every once in a while throw him out there. Yeah, I don't blame you. Rick says, I didn't watch all the videos, sadly. There's too many. I don't blame you. I gotta separate the seasons. I've got them all in just one playlist. I've been needing to for a while to move the second seasons over into their own files. There is a lot. There's a storyline that continues. I used to do in the descriptions. I would do like a, like a hop in the description, what the match was, and who was fighting who and why, and continue the storylines that way. But it got to be a little difficult coming up with that so the storyline continues. I don't know. I felt like after a while I was kind of I mostly watch the ladies fight, Rick says. Yeah, I don't blame you. Some of them are pretty hot. But yeah, it is. It's such a fucking cool thing to be able to put your face, to be in a video game. More games should start developing that, so like you could play, I don't know, like Resident Evil and put your face in place of, not Chris. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Resident Evil. To be honest, I've never been a fan of the series. I saw the movies. Most of them are horrible. Just absolutely atrocious. I mean, they're nice. And charge you $700 for Battle Pass. It including the cost of the game. The biggest the deluxe edition of the game that has the most stuff unlocked, right? Or it comes with the most stuff. It's $150. So in order to get all the Battle Pass and all the DLC that they're coming out with, it is $550 more. So that's altogether $700 over the course of a year. And by the time you get that last DLC, you've got like 2 months before 2K27 will come out, and you'll have to do the whole thing over again. That must be what they're thinking. That they're gonna be able to do this every fucking year. It must be what they're thinking. That they're gonna be able to charge people $700 fucking dollars every year for everything in their game. That's not gonna fly. I mean, just simply put, it's not gonna fly. Yeah, you pay for the game and pay extra for extra stuff. Yeah, it is absolutely. You buy the most expensive edition, and it has like 5 items. It has like 3 wrestlers, 1 arena, and I think 1 belt. That's it. And then literally everything else you have to unlock with either money or an insane amount of grind time. And I'm not exaggerating when I say insane. I mean, it's an insane amount of fucking grind time. And they've had DLCs in the past. I can't. What is it? You can't even. What now? Rick says there's a new car now that you can't even change your own oil. Of course not. Of course not. Why, you know, they can't have you being independent and not giving them money. You're better off just buying an old car. Just buy an old fucking car. Why you need a new car anyway? Buy an old car, get friendly with a mechanic in your town. There you go. And that way, if you ever get pulled over, they can't just shut your car off. One day, you're late with your payments, and they just decide to just turn your car off, you know, or some shit like that. Don't tell me that shit's not gonna happen, because it is. That shit's coming. That shit's coming. Just like, you know, when you're late with your. If you repair your car, it will not register it's a new part. Yep. Yep. You have to take it to the dealers. Yep. That's the kind of shit. Yeah, just buy an old car. Because with an old car, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. You can modify it any way you want. You can add whatever kind of radio you want, whatever kind of speakers you want. You can put in a new engine. You can put in a souped up engine. You can put nitrous in it. You can put new tires on it. You can do your own fucking oil change. Yeah, new car comes with seat warmers, but you have to pay extra to activate them. Yep. That is true. I learned that one watching Top Gear. That was something that it started, I want to say BMW? It started with them. It started with some company, some luxury car company, and the guys were like, this will eventually be on all the cars. They'll have all kinds of shit in it, and if you don't pay for it, well, you just can't use it anymore. And if you're late with a car payment, they'll just shut your car off. You'll just, you know, you'll just go out to your car one day thinking everything's great, hop in it, and it just won't start. And then you'll probably get an email that says you haven't paid your bill. Yeah. It's just another way to make you a slave, man. Just another way to make you a slave. Fuck you. You will own nothing and be happy. Isn't that they're saying? You'll own nothing and be happy. Rick says, open up the hood of a new car and it's all locked up. Yeah. Yep. Oh, shit. Knocked my phone in the floor. Damn it. Come back. Alright. What are we looking at this now? 37. Exactly. Rick says if buying is not owning, then pirating the game is not stealing. Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes you gotta sail the seven seas. But you know, when they charge you $700 for a game, they drive you to things like that. What choice does the average person have? Yeah, you mentioned the other day that you didn't like it much. Rick says he can't get past the Freyna outfit. I know. Let's do. We'll do some Sigmas. Well, she needs her gun. But I can still carry it for a little bit. Alright. Let's do some Sigmas. I've already done them, but fuck it. One leg, no leg. Please make up your mind, Rick says. Rick says that's a sweet outfit. Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was kind of cool. Rick says, I love you, Sharon.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution.
A specialized Vulgus aircraft has appeared over the operation zone. Blasted out of the sky.
Rick says, that outfit makes Sharon's butt look big. I'm a fan. Yeah, it does. I can't lie. It kind of does.
Arcane life signs detected inside a Vulgus structure.
time. Rick says bathroom break.
Mission complete. Transport inbound. See you soon.
That's cool. I was wondering if it would let you do that if you had already completed it, and apparently it does. Apparently it does.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendants.
Your niece loves this outfit. It's sexy without being over the top. Rick said her color choices are not great. I bet.
That's laughable. Initiating stealth operation.
plays this game for the dress up, Rick says.
Transport has dropped a wide-range shaping charge
Rick
on the
says
ground.
she uses my second account.
We need it to purify the
Sometimes
void
I'll
energy.
log into my second
Find the
account and
detonator
the colors
with your
on the
arcade, then
Descendants
hit
are
the
just
detonation
out of
device.
this world bad. Looks like a little kid did the coloring. Well, they did. Am I going the right way? I'm not going the right way. Rick said her mom saw Dye and asked if she should be playing this game. Would she let her see a TV show or a movie where there were women on a beach? Because if the answer is yes, hush it. Would you take her to the beach where women are wearing bikinis? Yes? Then hush it. People always forget that, you know? I don't know why. It's just like people, it doesn't even enter a woman's mind. Like, for instance, a woman will wear the tiniest goddamn bikini that you could fucking find. And then they'll put on a bra and panties which covers 10 times more and act like that's, oh my God, you're seeing me in my underwear. You were literally wearing Band-Aids and string out there in the goddamn ocean. And now you've got some lace on a fucking, basically a tank top and a pair of shorts. But there's some lace on them. And suddenly, like, oh my God. It's like people have this blind spot for swimsuits that I've never understood. trying to do something there and it didn't work. Yeah, I could. Rick says go stealth.
Extraction from Operation Zone initiated. Good work, Descendant.
No sweat. What the hell? That's something. Not the bunny girl. The mantis woman over here. Yeah, those didn't count. Rick says, no sweat, you did go down twice. Oh, that was Freyna? Alright, let's, how did, 38. Oh, it's so close, so close. So close. Okay. Yeah. It's the shoulder pads. Rick says your Sharon looks like a boss. Definitely the shoulder pads. Alrighty. It's time to make our way. Axe in. For the final wall crasher of the stream. I can probably find something down here to keep me occupied for a few minutes.
Descendant, I've picked up a mutant material formation signal in the skies nearby.
No, Rick asked if I do a lot of breach tracking. No, I haven't really yet. Oh, cool. It's got waves after waves after waves after waves.
The mutant materials will be lost if you're not quick enough. Fantastic! I knew I could count on you.
Until you die, then you get some kind of reward based on how far you made it. I assume. Depends on how many waves you survive.
Vulgus nearby are spotted as well. Remove them quickly.
Called onslaught mode. Rick says. Sounds like fun.
The mutant materials will be lost if you're not quick enough. Fantastic! I knew I could count on you.
Rick says sounds like too much work.
Descendant, Vulgus comms traffic is increasing at your location. It looks like Legion of Breach troops have been deployed.
Yeah, I've done it. Rick asked if my Blair is ready for Ice Maiden. I've done it a couple times with him. Maybe.
Site captured.
I don't know. We got 10 minutes.
Large-scale dimensional
Can I beat him in 10? Can I beat him?
area out of range of sight.
Oh, no. Let's go find out.
Haste the Columbus site captured. All sensors. Please respond to ground.
Fuck you.
I could really use some help.
Where'd that bitch go? Where you at? We're not done, sir. Mm. Mm. Oh, scratching. Step into the kitchen and grab something to drink. Do 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 do. Oh. Do do do. Do do do. All my cats just laying around being lazy. Ah, just came up with a good idea. I think I'm gonna make some fucking ramen noodles when I get done here. That sounds like a fine idea. What?
Descendant, I've picked up a mutant material formation signal in the skies
Did
nearby.
you know the trick to her mechanic, I mean, for the Ice Maiden? I'm not sure what you mean. What kind of mechanic? I'm not sure. Rick says there's a mechanic to her. I'm not familiar with it. You have to hit all her weak points. It will in turn buff your skill power. The more weak points you hit, the stronger your skill power. Oh, that's interesting. She has 5 total. Oh, excuse me. Klaxon's coming any minute now. Or any second, really. Any second. Alrighty. I think she might be going a little stir crazy. Alrighty. All did we get? Ooh, ooh. Cool.
Brave veteran. Isn't that
What?
great?
What? Don't talk to me. All right. Anything? Nope. Nothing to research. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rick asked if I've been doing my Descendant mission board. Yeah. Yeah. I just got to do the weekly one. I don't need the purples and the blues. And I don't need another one of each of them, in my opinion. So from now on, we'll just be focusing on this, I guess, until they come out with something new to get. Nothing. Nada. Okay. Okay. And like I said, I think we are going to call it there for the stream. This was an eventful episode. Serp will appreciate it. Serp likes it when I get pissed. I think he finds it funny when I lose my shit. All right. Thank you. Hey, thank you for being here, Rick. That's what I was just about to say. Rick says thank you for the stream. Thank you all for being here. Rick, of course, always a pleasure, sir. Thank you, thank you. For all you lurkers out there, and I know there were some of you, I saw the numbers popping up in the corner. Thank you for being here. We love you lurkers here at IAC. Your views are just as important as anybody else's, and we thank you for it. You don't always have to talk. We wouldn't mind it if you did, if you introduced yourself. You know, said, hey, that'd be cool. But you don't gotta. Rick says it was a very passionate stream today. Yes, I was fired up. And to those of you who may be watching this as a video later, thank you for making it this far into the video. Kind of essential. How would you know that I was thanking you for making it this far into the video if you didn't make it this far into the video? You see how that works? It's all logical. It makes sense. If any of you groups of people saw anything that you enjoyed here today, anything that might have been entertaining to you, maybe you could see your way clear to leaving me a like, a comment, a share, a subscribe. Particularly, the subscribes are super important right now. I need 84 more to unlock the next major milestone of the channel. Well, the first major milestone of the channel, really. There's one before it, but it's so insignificant you can't even really count it. Which is 500 subscribers. And that unlocks my super chats and my memberships. So if you've been watching me for a while and you've been thinking about it, or maybe been on the fence, maybe you could consider that today and throw me that subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Any little bit of help to get me further along in that goal would be super awesome. And if you choose to support the channel in another way, you will find links to my Patreon and my Ko-fi on my YouTube community page. Totally optional, totally up to you. But if you saw something here that you think might be worth $1 or $2, that would be the place to drop it. It too will be greatly appreciated. While you're at all that, check out the rest of the shit on my channel. I have over 1,300 videos now. That's a crazy number, I know. Over 1,300 videos. So much stuff to entertain you. So much. I've got concerts I've been to with shot on a really good phone, really good quality sound and audio, or sound and visuals. I've got original music that I write the lyrics to, and I stress that I write the lyrics to. I feel it's important to say that because I know a lot of people have a bias against AI content. But I assure you there is a massive human component in the music that I make. I write and build the songs in my head before I ever introduce them to the AI. Then after I do, I give it extensive prompts, like extensive prompts to get the unique sound that I'm looking for. And I give life to those songs in the form of a 4-piece all-girl metal band called The Circle. They're badass. There's 10 albums on my channel right now. Telling you, it's good music. Put aside any bias that you have towards AI, because let me assure you, it is not the big bad boogeyman that they are telling you on. That it's just cool to say. People are just. That's just the general attitude because everybody's saying it, so everybody is saying it. It's like, oh AI slop. Yeah. Well, get used to it, because that's what you've got from now on. That's sorry. They invented it. People are using it, and it ain't going away. So you might as well enjoy it, and enjoy those albums. There's 10 of them I mentioned. The Circle is Winter's Lane, lead vocals and bass. Rose Rolando, additional vocals, rhythm, guitar, and piano. Olivia Burnstorm, additional vocals and drums. And Yvette Raynette, additional vocals and lead guitar. If you like chick rock or chick metal, I think you'll dig it. I push this music pretty hard because it's very important to me. It's the most personal thing that I do on this channel, is the music that I create, because I do put a lot of time, effort, and myself into my lyrics. That's the place where I get to say what I really want to say, and I put it behind the voice of a lovely female, because it sounds, a little bit of honey makes the medicine go down better. And you can also find the lovely ladies of The Circle every Wednesday night on Wicked Wednesday Nights. That is female division of my original character Simulated Wrestling Federation. The men's division is every Monday for Monday Night Mania. Then I also have a female celebrity federation. It's every Tuesday night download. On top of all that, I do these daily live streams like you were witnessing right here today. Some are dark, Rick says. Yes, some are dark. Some are dark. Yeah. But yes, like you were watching here today, where I play this wonderful game that we all love so much. Sometimes I group up with the chat and we take on some of the harder challenges, and sometimes chat's just here to, give me advice on my builds or give me shit about my builds. But a fun time is had regardless, and we would love to have you here. Those. And every Friday between 8 and 11 p.m. I have Fall Guys Fortnite Friday, where I play Fall Guys and Fortnite. If you happen to be around during that time, stop on by and throw me in the comments if you want to play together. We can duo up, squad up, trio up, whatever you want to do, but no one-on-ones. I don't do one-on-ones. They're boring, so you're wasting your breath if you asked. I'm not going to do it. But like I said, duos, trios, or squads, I'm all about it. Just throw it in the chat, and we'll see what we can do. And on top of all that, as if that wasn't enough, I've got a shitload of playthroughs, all kinds of genres, all kinds of titles. I've got horror, action, adventure, racing, roguelite, walking simulators, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. I'm down to play just about anything. I've got a massive library of well over 300 games that I've only played like probably 5% of. So if there's something out there that you would be interested in watching me play, drop it in the comments. I will check my library. If it's in there, it gets bumped up to the top of the list. It is just that easy to have impact on the content that is produced by this channel. Is that not some power? Is that not some power that I have placed in your hands like a golden scepter or a magic wand of playthrough making happening stuff? I don't know. That one kind of got away from me. But yes, that easy. And I guess Resident Evil. I don't have Resident Evil. See, that's the thing. It has to be in my library. If I had to spend money on it, it's a different issue. But I guess, ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens, boys and girls, that just leaves me to say thank you once again. I really do mean it. You guys are awesome. You guys are the bomb. It's you guys that are really doing the growth of this channel. You guys are really the ones that are helping me push it out there. Because I'm just one person, so it takes a community to get a channel off the ground. Oh, I know. Rick says sorry, just trolling. I know. And I think we're on our way. We got some slow spots every once in a while, but that's just part of it. But I can't thank you enough for your help and your support. I really can't. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens, boys and girls, later.